Welcome to Mo's Minute on location. I'm here again with my trusty sidekick, Bear. And we're in Jamestown, California, and we wanted to visit the grave of Leanna Donner, who, if you don't figure that out, is a survivor of the Donner Party. So she's right up here. Come on, Bear, right up this way. Come on, up here. Okay, climbing on. All right, so you see in there, I don't want to step on the plot, but you see in there is the App family tomb. And then you see the Clampers did the research before, well, probably not before I did, but at some point, and they put all the information about the grave on a plaque. So, Leanna Donner was 12 years old at the time of the Donner Party crossing. She was the... Bear, sit. Thank you! She was the second oldest daughter of George Donner, and her stepmother was Tamsin Donner. So if you saw my episode about Eliza Donner, Leanna was her stepsister. So Leanna's parents were George Donner and Mary Blue Tennant, who died in like 1837. I think Leanna was 3 years old when she died. And then George married Tamsin. They came over. We all know that story. So Leanna was 12 years old at the time of the Donner Party coming over. And she was orphaned up there. Which you also know if you saw my last Donner Party video. And with a lot of the survivors, they kind of had to marry immediately. Because, especially if they were orphaned, because there weren't many prospects in California at the time. Bear, come on. So, Bear, say hi. Bear's my trusty sidekick. So, Leanna married John App when she was 18, so 6 years after she came over. And he was a gold miner. He opened the App Quartz Mine, which was really, really successful in this area in 1850. They married in 1852. And then in 1856 is when he opened the mine. And that was right around this area. I couldn't find an exact location of it on a modern map, but it was somewhere off of Highway 108. And they lived in the area too. The App farmhouse actually part of it still stands. It burned down in 2019. The fire was so hot it melted a water tank, but part of it survived, like the foundation survived. And I actually remember seeing the ruins of it on my first trip to Jamestown, but now I can't remember where that was. Because that would just be too convenient. Right, Bear? So, yeah, Leanna lived the rest of her life here in Jamestown. She was married. Hey, Bear, don't gig. Bear, come on. Okay, stay here with me. Okay? So, she lived the rest of her life here in Jamestown. She died in 1930. She was the second to last living survivor of the Donner Party at that point. The last survivor was Isabella Breen, who is buried at Holy Cross. I'll take you there, don't worry. But Isabella Breen was only a baby when she came over, so Leanna was the last survivor who actually remembered the ordeal. The App family still lives around the area. A lot of them remember her, but remember that she was just really strict and not the most friendly. They kind of contribute that to everything that she went through. 12 years old, starving in the mountains, watching her parents die. That kind of thing. And so, yeah, she was very stern and never smiled and quiet, reserved, and the house wasn't super like kid friendly. Like they were only allowed, kids were only allowed on like the bottom floor of the house. So, she suffered a lot in her life. No one can discount that, but she definitely ended up living a pretty successful life, marrying a successful gold miner. So yeah, we'll go up to the monument so you can actually see it. So yeah, here she is with John. He died in 1898. She died in 1930. He was from Pennsylvania. She was from Illinois. And then her sister, Elitha Kumi, the full blood sister, also survived, and she settled in Sacramento. But yeah, so that is the story of Leanna Donner. And, we are sorry for the suffering that she endured at a young age. But it's good that she was able to make the best of it in her later years, right, Bear? So, yeah. Thank you again for joining. And tune back in next time for another riveting episode of Mo's Minute.